What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this week's exclusive segment from the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Ryan.
I'm Anthony. We're back with our second exclusive segment this week. Second exclusive segment. This episode, real quick, we're going to go over the future of the NBA. I mean, you got guys getting up there in age, essentially. LeBron's 36, KD's mid-32, Curry's 33, CP3's 36, Russell Westbrook's getting up there in age. Got a lot of these guys getting up there in age. So we just wanted to take a look at, dive into who the future of the NBA is, essentially. There's a lot of young superstars in the league that have been leaving their mark, getting their names out there, getting them hyped, getting compared to all these other guys like LeBron, like Curry, like KD. So essentially we're going to be talking about who the next LeBron could be, who the next Steph Curry could be, who the next KD could be, essentially. So we're just going to talk about that. And I think we start off with the most obvious one.
Giannis?
Yes, Giannis. Going off right now. Trevor Ariza just tried to kill him. And I think they're reviewing it for a flagrant.
Probably.
So yeah, Giannis, pretty obvious one. Won MVP already. He's the head honcho of the Milwaukee Bucks. He's been doing his thing.
Learned how to shoot a three.
Yeah, which Ben Simmons needs to do.
But he won't. Anyways, we're not going to talk
if
about
it ain't
him.
broke, don't fix it. We'll talk about Ben Simmons a little later. Another obvious one, I feel like, Luka Doncic.
For sure.
Soon as Ryan said, let's talk about the future stars of the NBA, the first guy that came to my head, Luka Doncic. I mean, he's what, 20 years old? And
he's definitely young 20s.
22 years old, and I think this is his third season or something like that. He's very young.
No, he's second time in playoffs.
He's been playing pro basketball since he was about 15 years old, I think, over in Europe. Came in the NBA. Very hype. He's lived up to the hype so far. He's the face of the franchise in Dallas. I mean, if you ask a lot of NBA fans this conversation, I mean, the obvious answers, you got Luka, Giannis.
Some must throw in Zion. The measurable Zion, but so far he has yet to make the playoffs.
Yes.
And he has Brandon Ingram on his side.
And Lonzo Ball, and Josh Hart, and Eric Bledsoe.
But then you look at Ja Morant, who literally has...
Ja Morant has a good supporting cast, I'll give him that. But Ja Morant has been doing his thing. Ja Morant has came out.
Ja Morant was without Jonas and Jaren Jackson for a very substantial part of the season. At least Jaren Jackson. I know Jonas was banged up too.
Yeah, but Jaren Jackson had a bad meniscus injury and didn't come back till the end of the regular season.
Yeah, he didn't play.
And I mean, I'll give credit where credit's due. Throughout the playoffs so far, through the play-in tournament, when they played the Spurs and when they played the Warriors the other night, and even when they played the Jazz last night and won, Ja's supporting cast did step up. Dylan Brooks has been playing very good, been playing lights out defense, been shooting good. And another guy who doesn't get talked about, Kyle Anderson.
I can't do it. I can't.
As weird as the name drop, Kyle Anderson, I understand. But he was playing lights out against Curry, had a couple clutch shots against the Warriors down the stretch. He's been playing good, but Ja Morant, after the play-in tournament, the playoffs he's had so far, he came up instantly for me too. And another guy, I feel like, Jason Tatum.
Let me take this one.
I'll give you this one.
I think you can kind of look at the Celtics in general and see a lot of promising talent on the Celtics. You got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, a dynamic duo.
Yeah, when they're together on the floor, they do very good together.
And another guy I'm about to name drop that you're not going to be very happy with, Robert Williams. Time Lord. He got his name from being late a couple times, but that's past him. In this past game against the Nets, he put up about 22 minutes, and he put up 9 blocks, his Celtics record. I'm not saying he's going to go be the best center in the league.
Nope.
But I'm saying he could be one of the best shot blockers. He could be a Rudy Gobert. I'm going to keep saying his name like that. I know it's wrong. And then you got Jason Tatum, a guy who's been known to put up a couple 50 bombs. We've seen it. Jaylen Brown can also score out of his mind. I think the Celtics are on the trending up. I mean, if you look at the Celtics, they've made 3 of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals. They're not going to make it this year because they got the Nets and Jaylen Brown's hurt.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you look at this team, if you look at that, it's young core. I feel like I can't picture them not being in the Eastern Conference Finals, for the next decade. You know what I mean? I think that they're going to make at least 5 of them, and they might even try to push toward the finals.
championships.
Yeah. It could be Celtics Lakers here soon.
And this
probably not because LeBron's going to leave, but.
Probably. LeBron, I don't think he leaves again. I think he just retires.
That's what I meant. Yeah, he's not going.
They'll still have AD and Kuzma.
And THT.
Kuzma.
And
Alex Caruso. KCP.
Caruso, the best shooter on the team.
Shooting lights out. The Lakers couldn't hit the side of a barn.
They look like Kelly Oubre out there.
Who else? Who did you text me about that?
I don't know.
It was the Warriors. No.
It could have been.
I don't remember who it was. You texted me somebody. It looked terrible.
The Knicks looked bad, too.
The New York Knicks.
I saw a possession where the Knicks literally took about 4 or 5 shots. They missed every single one of them. It was crazy.
They got the rebound, though.
They did get the rebound.
2 for $1.
Yeah.
Talk about it. This next one, I know you're not going to like it.
I'm
Because
not,
you're the biggest Devin Booker hater I've ever met in my life.
Just because a lot of people are so hype about this man, and I'm just going to shut
I've
down.
been hype about Devin Booker since his second year in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He had no one around him. He led the team to a 2nd seed. They got him Chris Paul. They got him Jay Crowder. DeAndre Ayton stepped up big time. DeAndre Ayton has a lot of potential as well. He didn't quite make this list because there's a few guys that are better than him, I feel like. The Joker's a better young big man than him. But Devin Booker.
Williams.
Devin Booker doesn't get credit at all, especially from this guy.
He gets way too much credit.
You're out of your mind.
Devin Booker has done absolutely nothing.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's been in the league for how long? 5 years? Give or take?
5 years, and he's 23, 24.
Yeah. And he's been to the playoffs how many times?
Who has he had on his team? This is the first year he's had a good team.
He's been to the playoffs how many times?
Last year they almost made the playoffs in the play-in tournament.
Let me ask you a question.
The year before that, his supporting cast was Marquise Chris.
How many teams are in the NBA?
30.
And there's 16 to make the playoffs.
Yes.
And he has yet to make one in 5 years. He's
Who
been
is
known
his
to win
supporting
19
cast?
games. He's won 19 games like 2 or 3 times. He's done literally nothing.
At one point, Devin Booker's point guard was Tyler Ulis.
Yeah.
Exactly. They never had a team. Monty Williams came in this year.
They had Kelly Oubre.
Exactly. They had Kelly Oubre Jr.
Devin Booker he's a good basketball player. I'll give him that. But Devin Booker, he's not a superstar yet.
Devin Booker is a superstar, and he's the future of the league.
He has yet to do anything in the playoffs for any significance. He's probably going to lose to LeBron here really quick.
That's not saying
it's going to get exposed.
Everyone's going to lose to LeBron in the playoffs.
Listen,
it's like playing Tom Brady.
You can't be a superstar unless you win a playoff series. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. I don't care.
That's BS.
It's not. Regular season does not matter whatsoever.
It does matter.
Until you put that through your head, you're out of your mind.
Devin Booker, future superstar of the league.
If Devin Booker shows up in playoffs, then I'll give him props and I'll say that. But until he shows up in playoffs, I'm not saying it.
Get a load of this guy. Ryan Kellerman, everyone.
Yeah, because I care about
Bayless.
playoffs. Because I care about
Ryan
playoffs.
Bayless.
Ryan Bayless.
And you guys are Cowboys fans?
Yeah.
What else? You want to take this next one, or you want to take the one after that?
I'm going to take the one after that because I don't think LaMelo should be above this guy.
This is no order. This is just guys. I just listed them as they came to my head. But Lamela Ball, gonna win Rookie of the Year. Lamela Ball came in, led the Hornets to the play-in tournament, almost made the playoffs. He did his thing as a rookie. I mean, he was the X factor. When he wasn't there, sure, the Hornets stepped up, but they weren't the same team. He came in toward the end of the season, made that push, got him in the play-in tournament, had a very unfortunate loss to the Pacers. That was kind of an ugly game.
That was a really bad game. I'm not going to give LaMelo Ball a lot of credit yet. It's kind of a rookie season, so I'm just going to put that to the side. He might be a superstar in the future. He has a lot of flashy passes. I mean,
the potential's there for LaMelo. That's what I'm saying. I'll let you take this.
I'll talk about the next guy. You see the shirt.
Boomer Sooner.
Trey Young. The offense is there. The defense has a lot to be desired, but I mean, so far. I mean, the Hawks just made the playoffs, and they haven't made it in a pretty long time, I'm pretty sure.
Since they had Teague, Korver, Millsap, Horford, and DeMar Carroll.
Yeah, Trey Young, first game against the Knicks, he hit not a buzzer beater, game-winning shot with, I think, a couple seconds left.
It was like 0.9 seconds left, it was. Because
Trey
Spike
Young,
Lee was on the sideline.
Trey Young, I don't think he's going to go and be the best player in the NBA by any means, just because of the defense not being there. But I think he can be one of the best offensive players in the league, just because of the fact. I mean, he's an offensive weapon. That's what he does. That's what he is. That's what he does. And the team around him, he's got a couple young guys around him. John Collins still has potential, but has a lot to be desired.
I don't think John Collins will be there after this year, honestly.
No, it's not because he wants a
of
max.
The money he wants, and I don't think Atlanta wants to give him that money.
But he's got Clint Capella, who's a certified stud. I don't know how he does some of the
Clint
things that he
Capella's
does.
a baller. I like Clint Capella a lot. He is a baller.
He, for sure. And Trey Young, I just think he has it in him to, I don't know about go and win a finals, but I think he's going to be a star in the league.
So the question is, draft night was this 3 years ago now. If you're the Atlanta Hawks, are you still trading up? Are you still essentially trading Luka for Trey Young? Because that's pretty much what the trade was. Luka for Trey Young.
Well, no. I mean, Luka's been better. Luka's more complete than Trey Young. But, I don't know. I mean, essentially, there was no loser to that trade. I mean, yeah, Luka's great, but they also won with Trey Young. You have to look at it like that. I mean,
that's true.
If you look at things after they happen, Luka's way better. He's more complete, but there was no loser there, in my opinion.
All right. Before we wrap it up,
don't even say it.
Want to just throw Ben Simmons out there. Ben Simmons is already an all-star. He's already has some accolades, some defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, all that stuff. But before we wrap up, these three guys, LeBron, KD, Curry, who do you think out of all the guys we list, all the guys we talk about, who has the potential to be really the next LeBron? I don't think there will ever be another player in the league as dominant and as good as LeBron, just because the teams LeBron's carried to the finals every year, what LeBron does. I don't think there will ever be, but
if I had to make like a player comp, Luka would be Curry. And then Tatum would be my Bron KD.
Really?
In my professional opinion.
I'm going to say for LeBron, I mean, he's not written down on my thing, but
Zion?
Probably Giannis.
Oh.
Probably Giannis.
Yeah.
I see Giannis being more like a KD, though.
I forgot about Giannis.
I feel like, so I'll go out there, I'll say Jason Tatum like LeBron. Giannis, KD, and then Luka and D-Book as Curry.
D-Book one. No.
Enough said.
No.
I'm going to leave it at that. Enough said. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm done arguing with you about the same stuff. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing this. Devin Booker, you'll give it. He's going to. He might not go beat the Lakers.
I mean, we'll see in playoffs next year when he loses to the Blazers or something.
The Blazers. Don't even get me started. I think that's going to wrap this one up, though.
That is going to wrap up this week's exclusive segment.
Second exclusive segment. You guys are seeing this Friday, so some of the stuff we talked about might be a little different, like playoff seeding, whatever. Might be a little different. This is being recorded Monday and being uploaded. Actually, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday this will get uploaded because we're uploading tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be up earlier than Friday, but thank you guys for watching.
If you haven't checked out the NBA playoff hot take video, they went up Tuesday. Check that out.
Check it out.
If you haven't checked out the podcast with round one predictions, not too late. Check that out.
Be sure to check out last week's content. We did with our boy Sam from over at Sam Sports Talk. I'm telling you, 3 bangers. The podcast, to both YouTube videos. Ryan Bayless, Ryan Kellerman really came out in that one, I promise you. I mean, you saw a little bit of it, these couple videos.
Tobias Harris is not a superstar. Anyways, be sure to check out our sponsor, Little Pizzeria. Best cheesesteaks in Delaware.
Best cheesesteaks, best pizza. We're best. I mean, I work here. I make good cheesesteaks. Come get one. I'll sign your cheesesteak. Give you an autograph. Keep showing us love. You guys have been showing a lot of love lately. Our YouTube analysts, our channel's been growing a little bit. Got a couple subscribers this week. Our NFL draft video, road to 1,000 views. We're at like 730 views right now, I want to say. You guys have been killing that one. Keep showing us love. Don't forget to drop a like, a follow, subscribe. Links in the description, and just keep showing us love. Got some dope content coming for you guys, some collabs, some giveaways and stuff with our sponsor, Little Italy. Just keep showing us love, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you.
Peace.